He's 19, so I don't expect Archie Gray to reach his prime in probably the next 4 to 5 years. So I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay, so if we sign Palhinha, who would be a stopgap for 1 to 2 years, probably 2 seasons at max. In those 2 seasons, in the first season, yeah, Palhinha is going to be the starter. In the second season, he's probably going to start with him, and Archie Gray is still going to play more minutes. By the third season comes and Archie Gray is 22 years old, he could be a starter in Tottenham. Now, if he's 4 years into his Spurs career and he's starting, and you're telling me it's too late. No, it's not too late. For one, 19, 20, he's 19 years old.
It's too late. You can't buy a player for 40 million and
yes, you can. Yes, you can. If he's 18 years old, so you're telling me, and if you no matter wait, let's have it right. Well, if you sign an 18-year-old, there's no expiry on when he has to become good. You're telling me that he has to become good before 4 years. So what's the expiry then? Please. You know what? This is now the new conversation. You sign a young player. Forget Tottenham and Archie Gray. I just need to know, like, we're forgetting names. We're just going to take Archie Gray off it.
I'm going to give you. I'm going to tell you.
I want to put the scenario. You sign an 18-year-old. What's the expiry? And does the expiry matter on the price? What are the factors that affect the expiry for how long they need to become good?
If you sign a 19-year-old for £40 million, you're expecting him to be the guy that's going to keep you going for 10 years. That's the whole point, right? You're not expecting him to get good at 26 because we all know a player at 26 is still ready. We know a player that's 26 is still young.
So if he becomes world class at 26, that's a problem.
You didn't spend 40 million on him to become world class at 26. You didn't spend 40 million now for him to be world class in 8 years' time.
It's an investment. That's exactly what you're doing.
No, that's exactly
no. He's not a £40 million player. What we're doing is we're investing on the fact that within the next 10 years, he becomes a player that's worth a lot.
No, you're wrong. That's not what you buy him for. You bought him to be that player for the next 10 years, not to be that player.
You didn't buy him to become that player straight away. No, we didn't.
Listen. You didn't buy him to be that player in 8 years' time. You bought him to be that player.
But I didn't even say that. You said 8 years. I said by 22. So I said in the next 3 to 4 seasons.
I'm saying if Archie Gray doesn't play, if Archie Gray doesn't start playing this year and cement himself in the team, but in a year and a bit, he'll want to leave.
His contract's till 2030, bruv. He's got another 5 years.
That means he can't. So he can't want to leave because he's got a contract to 2030. He can't want to leave.
Bro, no. All right. Let me just. am I gonna get? All right. This is what I just need to clarify.
Does that mean he can't want to leave or what?
I just need to clarify. So again, you do know that by the time Arsenal bought Odegaard, he was already in his like 6th year or 6th or 7th contract, 6th or 7th year into him being a player as Real Madrid, right? You do remember that?
Yeah. So
you do know. So by what you just said. He would have expired, but by the time he got to Arsenal, it was like he got a new lease of life. This is still a 22.
You're missing the point. When he went, what did Odegaard do? He went to Real Madrid at 15 years old, didn't play for a couple of years, went on loan to Sociedad, went back, said I'm leaving.
No, he was on loan for years. He was playing in Castilla for years.
He left.
Okay, and guess what? He left and blossomed at
You're making my point. You're making my point.
No. He left and blossomed at what the age is my point.
22, you're missing my point. Archie Gray somewhere else.
Archie Gray's not got enough ambition to sit there and say, "Oh, I'm going to want to leave Spurs in a year because I haven't played that much."
Yes, he will.
Last season, he played way more football than what he expected.
At centre back.
Last season. Bro, he played football. I don't think he's a young player. It doesn't actually matter where you're playing at that age.
He didn't get sold. It doesn't matter where you're playing. He didn't get sold a dream to be playing bit.
He's a versatile player. He knows that. No, because you do know that the season before he came to Tottenham, the whole year at Leeds, he played 40 plus games at right back. So when you're telling me that he's going to be upset, he played 40 plus games at right back. The majority of his career, he's played at right back. You do know that the majority of his professional career has been done at right back.
Yeah, he's a centre midfielder.
But the majority
right back is an inverted right back. He's an inverted right back, but he's a centre midfielder.
Forget Tottenham. He played right back at Leeds. Yes, right back.
He's a centre midfielder though.
But so my point is you keep saying he didn't come to Spurs to play all these other positions. He come to Spurs because he saw it as a better opportunity than going to Brentford. He saw himself.
Wait, slow down. You're talking like you know what he says. What I'm saying is, if you spend
that is a fact. That is a fact because he had a medical
listen.
booked with Brentford and then he chose Spurs at the last second. So why
Because
did he choose Spurs?
Because at the time, the Spurs ethos was let's buy lots of young players for the future. They changed the mindset of the club. That was the whole point. So Archie Gray saw it as a new project with the youngsters. I'm going to start playing centre midfield. I'm going to be the next top number 6 player.
Tottenham. Wait. When did Tottenham change his ethos? Tell me when Tottenham changed their ethos.
What do you mean? You bought bare 21-year-olds.
We've been doing that for years, bro. We've always signed young players. I don't know. I can go back the last 10 years and name you loads of failed youngsters that we've signed. I can name them, D. I can name you every single year.
Let's go back to the original point. The original point is
you think Archie Gray has an expiry. When does he have? So you think if he doesn't buy this season,
his expiry will be
by 2026. You think this time next year, if he hasn't played enough football, he's going to want to leave. That's what
100%. 100%.
Just quickly. I big up Jimmy, for the raid. Jimmy Spliff TV,
Jimmy Spliff, man.
Anyone that was already in here, and you're not subscribed to Jimmy, go over there, subscribe to Jimmy. And anyone that came in from Jimmy's raid, make sure you go to the description or to the top of the chat to go and subscribe to Famzone TV and Durag Diaries. You get me? And all of this, champions of the world, you'll never sing that. Yeah. Don't be champions of the world, but not champions of England next season. Hold that. You man can carry on.
Like, I'm generally so confused as to why you think Archie Gray will want to leave Tottenham next season. For one, he's on a contract that probably not many other teams are going to offer him. I hope you know that. Archie Gray is not on no penny change money. Archie Gray is on some big money for a young player. So for the fact that he got a 6-year deal, he knows that signing that 6-year deal at Tottenham was probably the best deal he would get in this time frame. We know that Archie Gray will not be expecting to play first team minutes at a Champions League level team.
He will.
At least the next 2 seasons. He won't.
You're crazy.
I think he'll be fine to be a bit part player. He's not going to want first team. He's going to understand he's not a starter.
No way. If Archie Gray is not cemented himself in the first team in the next year and a bit, he's going to leave in the next year and a half. He's going to want to go. He got bought. So what you're saying is you bought him for 40 million. Yeah,
as an investment. He's an investment.
No, but you buy him at 40 million because you assume he's going to become better than 40 million pounds, don't you?
Yes. Across not in the next 4 or 5 years, in across the span of his lifetime at Tottenham. So by the time he signs another contract, he's going to be worth more than 40 million.
That's my point. How can you be worth more than 40 million if you don't play football?
So he's got a 5-year contract. He's got another 5 years to make that up.
So when is he meant to break into the team? What, when he's in year 5?
You actually don't listen. You actually don't listen, D. Because I did tell you when he should break into the team. I said for the next 2 seasons he wouldn't be expected to be the first starter.
So
over the next 2 seasons he'll work to break into the team. But
year 4.
It will be year 4 by the time he breaks into the team.
So you think Archie Gray?
He'll be a Tottenham starter in year 4.
Signed a 5-year deal for
young players.
Break into the team in year 4.
I would expect that a young player. You do know Kobe Mainoo is in year 3 as a Manchester United player. He doesn't start. No. Because you seem to think that a young player
from Man United, Kobe Mainoo is a Man United product. I'm saying to you, you're telling me that
difference. Him being a product.
It's a big difference because he could have stayed at Leeds. It's a big difference. He could have stayed at Leeds.
Why would he stay at Leeds as a championship club or go to Tottenham and win the Europa League, bruv? There's levels. He's now done something that he never thought he could do with Leeds ever. You think Leeds he was going to win Europa League with Leeds?
I'm saying. If he stayed at Leeds, he could. A lot of people say you should stay at certain teams because you get football and you learn your trade. That's what they say that all the time. Because if you didn't know, Leeds are now a Premier League club. If you didn't know that, so he would have been playing
43 games last year. He played a lot of minutes. He played more than enough minutes.
But you're saying that he signed a 5-year deal. But in his mind, he had a plan that in the last year of his deal, the last year and a bit, he's going to break the team.
The last 2 to 3 years. The last 2. In the first, yes, because I said in the 4th year. So that wouldn't be the last year. It's a 5-year contract. So by the time
it's a 5-year contract, but he's going to break into it in year 4.
2027. No, so 2027. Yes, 2 years on from now, that will be his third. That will be 3 years in Tottenham. That will be his 3 years spent. So in 2027, but he still has 3 years left of his deal. He had a 6-year contract.
I asked you a direct question, and you said
he had a 6-year contract till 2030.
You told me 5. You know, I didn't. You told me
5 years from now. You're not listening.
So he's going to break into year 4. So he's going to break into in year 4, like I said.
But then you're saying
5 years from now is year 4.
No, D, you're not listening, bro. Year 4, as in counting last season. Year 4 from when he signed, he will be a starter. That's what I'm saying. He would not be expected at 18 years of age to be by the time I'm 20, I'm going to be starting first team at Champions League.
He will.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he will. What? So you think it takes 4 years for a player to now get into their like?
No, I think at 8 from an 18-year-old. I think for them to fully, and I don't know what you're talking about breaking. I mean start. I mean a guaranteed starter every week in, week out. You're the first one.
What do you think when Neri signed a new contract and wanted guaranteed minutes? When Neri's 17, what 18 years old? Why do you think Miles Lewis-Skelly? What do you think?
Because when Neri done what he done last year, he proved already that there's no reason why if you ain't gonna give him the guaranteed minutes, someone else will. That's what he showed you, man. He forced you, man, into that.
Bro, Archie Gray was bought for £40 million.
What's
you keep going on like he didn't come for the academy like our players, and our players want guaranteed minutes. Archie Gray, if he doesn't get guaranteed minutes in the next year and a bit, he's gonna leave.
That's just not true. That's just not true.
It's guaranteed, bro.
Maybe we're not Arsenal that we won't get strong-armed into a position where our young players are gonna force us to play. Oh yeah, you're gonna start minutes at 20 years of age that you're guaranteed starting my team.
Definitely. What do you think he signed? What do you think he signed? What do you think he signed for
my team and push my manager around and be like, yeah, he has to start.
Why do you think he signed for Tottenham?
He signed for Tottenham because it was a big opportunity. He was leaving Leeds anyway. Clearly, you don't know, but he was leaving Leeds. He was on say Leeds wanted to they wanted to sell him, but they were open to selling him because there was a few clubs interested in him. He was leaving last summer. Brentford they had a deal agreed for him, 35 million, whatever, plus whatever, medical booked in. Spurs then swooped in and took the deal. And it's quite clear that he chose Tottenham because it's the better opportunity. Now,
because he was going to break into the team.
He would break into the Brentford team quicker than he would the Tottenham team. He would know that. I don't know what's
he ain't getting into Brentford's team. With no Yano and that. How's he getting into that team?
So how the heck is he getting into Tottenham's team? Tottenham are better than Brentford, bruv.
No, you're not. You're not better than Brentford.
Oh, you lost your mind. This is your problem.
How are you better than Brentford?
Nobody,
you finished 17th.
People
how are you
better than Brentford? Yeah? People clearly aren't understanding.
Tell me how you're better than Brentford. You finished 17th. How are you better than Brentford?
We won a trophy. We're better.
Why do you go get their manager if you're better than them then?
That's why, because we're better than them, we could take their manager. Clearly, you don't understand.
What are you talking about? You wanted to play like them.
We're better than them because we could take their manager. That's the type of things we do. Why did their manager... No. You're asking the question backwards. Why did their manager leave Brentford to come to Tottenham if they're better than us?
What do you mean? More money?
No. Champions League football as well.
More money, bigger club. Bigger club. Yeah, but you're not a better team than Brentford. What are you talking about? You finished 17th. There's only 3 teams that you're better than. Don't you understand how the league table works?
No, D, clearly you don't understand how football works because just because you finish in a position doesn't mean certain teams are better than you. They might have been better. No. We know Brentford's not better than us. Stop being stupid now. Come on, wake up, man. Wake up, D. I don't know what you've been talking today, but you think Brentford's better than us. That's fine. That's fine.
They are better than you.
Clearly, you're on another wavelength. We're on 2 completely different wavelengths. Again, I don't know what in your head you think that a youngster at 18 years old should be demanding football by 20. That's not what I said. Just because we spent £40 million on him,
that's not what I said.
That he will need. You said that he will be demanding football within 2 years of him signing, which is this by the end of next season. By the end of this season, yes, you did just say that. If he's not a starter by next year, that he's going to want to leave. That's exactly what you just said.